I've been laid off for 2.5 months. And since this most recent round of layoffs, it's taught me a few things. I work in tech as a software engineer, and as we all know, the tech job market has been a dumpster fire since Q4 2022. A lot of that having to do with the overhiring that happened several years prior. But the circumstances surrounding my most recent layoff were such that there just wasn't budget for the position, and I got cut. Simple as that. So, excuse me. So I've learned a few things, and one of the things that this most recent round of layoffs has taught me is I need to take stock of where I am, where I want to be, who I am, and who I want to be. Which begged the question of, well, if I want to be somewhere else and I want to be someone else, what do I need to do in order to make that happen? And it's caused me to really identify 5 pillar areas or key areas that I believe, as it relates to this, that I need to address, and I'll get into those in a second. But for anybody out there experiencing the same thing that I experienced, layoffs or excuse me, any sort of interruption in employment, excuse me, any interruption in employment, I want to just let you know, those are things that you can't control. It's not necessarily about your self-worth or how good you are as an employee. In some cases it can be, but a lot of cases it isn't. The last time I was laid off, I could say without, I could say with complete confidence and in truth that I was performing extremely well on my job. Extremely well. I know this because of the feedback that I got from peers as well as superiors, and so it wasn't anything. There was nothing that I could do to stop that from happening. I'd just like you guys to know that don't always think that you're completely inept or something like that. Sometimes there are forces that just exert themselves on the market, and decisions are made, and you just get caught. But yeah, onto these key areas that I've identified as it relates to this, that I believe I need to grow in order to mitigate this from happening in the future. Those areas are my fitness, my career growth, and upskilling in my career, finances, entrepreneurship, and higher education. Now, I know that's a lot, and that's a lot to go after. Some of you might be thinking, man, you're going to burn yourself out. There's no way you can do all this. And that's a fair point. Burnout is a real possibility, but I'd rather take the risk of burning out than to not try and to not put my effort and energies into reaching the goals that I've attached to these 5 pillar areas, so that I can ensure the health and the safety of my household. I want to document this process, and that's what the purpose of this channel is. The purpose of this channel is for me to document the process and to show you guys how to do this, how I'm doing this in a realistic way, in a real way. No hacks, no 5 steps to XYZ, none of that corny nonsense. Just real work, real results. and I'm going to be sharing with you guys the excuse me. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the successes, the failures, and the process. And so I hope that all of you are willing to stick around for that. I really hope that this provides value for you guys. I really do. One of the reasons I created Life Engineered and I created this channel is because I've seen that there's not a lot of content like this, and I believe that me documenting this process will be helpful for some people. It will be helpful for them to see how to realistically go about attaining goals that you've set for yourself without shirking or foregoing the non-negotiable responsibilities of life. We can't just, a husband, or maybe, if you're a boyfriend, or if you're a college student, or you're a working adult, whatever it is, you have responsibilities that you cannot just forego and quote unquote chase your dreams. You have to see to those responsibilities. And I want to show how that can be done realistically, in real time, in such a way that they can be we can consistently meet those miniature goals, so that we can reach the greater goals and the greater things that we have planned. And so in my next video, what we're going to do is go through some of the tools that I've created to hold myself accountable and to help me along in the process, so I can make data-based, decisions based off the data. So data-driven decisions regarding how I'm going about attaining and reaching these goals, so that I know when I need to pivot, where I need to focus my energy, where I need to withdraw energy and time from, and what I need to withdraw energy and time from. And so I hope that that'll be valuable for you guys. So this is Life Engineered. My name is Caleb. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll get into it more in depth, and I'll explain these things with more specificity, and you guys will have a more complete picture of where I'm going from here, and why and how I plan to do it. So have a great day. See you in the next one.